Alright, we are doing Handlock today, and I think, not really sure, we'll see, but I think we're going to try to run this deck all the way to Legend. We did pretty well with it before, at least win rate wise. I don't know exactly how our play was, but I feel like I started learning the deck a lot better the more we played it. It's not something that I had a ton of experience with back when Hearthstone first came out, so it has taken some time to kind of get acclimated, but that's what I think is kind of fun about it, is learning the deck, something that seems to be viable enough to actually go to Legend. And yeah, we're hitting the end of the month here, so kind of feel like we should make a real effort instead of just kind of messing around in Diamond here. So that's the plan as of now, but of course, if we lose a ton, well, we might have to pivot away. I think I keep this Owl. There's a decent chance that this is Freeze Mage. We've definitely seen some like Tempo, some Aggro Mage, that kind of thing. But in the case that it is Freeze Mage, this against a Doomsayer is just way too good. I don't know if I've ever played this matchup. Yeah, it does look like Freeze Mage, so yeah, a lot of this is gonna be kind of new to me. I feel like it might be a little bit difficult. We've got some stuff to put on early pressure, which is nice, but this is one of those weird kinds of matchups where you're almost doing the other guy a favor by tapping a whole bunch. Now, of course, if he Alex's, it's like this first 15 health is irrelevant. So I guess that's kind of where my inexperience comes in. So yeah, getting that Doomsayer out right away, I kind of feel like. I feel like we do draw. Really nice to get the other Owl. I think we do Owl, and I actually think how many cards in hand? 8. I actually think we do get this out. We're probably gonna try to get him down as fast as we can. Right, spilling stuff out onto the board. It's not such a big deal having the other Owl, knowing we can deal with the Doomsayer. Of course, we'll get into like Flame Strikes and things like that. But for now, I feel like this is alright. And we know we're doing that. I guess we should have just tapped first. Like, we're saving this most likely until what do you call it? Till we get Alexed. Again, I'm just gonna run this out. There's not really much point in getting the Ancient Watchers out, and not much point of having taunts. So we've got the barrier and the block now. I am unsure how much we care about draw on that thing. 4, 6, 8, 10, 14, 18. Can't Golem and Manipulator anyway. Which means yeah. Let's see. But if we do 4, 6, 8, I'm thinking about tapping for damage. 4, 8, 10. Yes. I think we do want to. If we can get 4 more damage. Dang. Oh, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because we know one of these is a barrier anyway.
I got this.
Yeah, you weren't gonna proc the ice block anyway. I don't think you want the Ancient Watchers because it's just gonna fill up the board. You want a space for the owl. You want a space for heals. Okay. Wondering if we just face this here. We do have 2 in the deck.
So many possibilities.
Like, we gotta play something. I don't want to heal. I'm actually gonna get out the Ancient Watcher to empty my hand. I like the flexibility of being able to tap, especially with 2 Farseers here to heal up. And yeah, stuff's probably dying to board clears anyway. Unfortunately, good chance we get hit with, what do you call it? A flame strike, so we'll... That sucks, though. If we buff these, then they become targetable by these. I actually think you want to taunt these up. And we're still going to tap. I think it's okay to go to 20.
My shield for Argus.
Still no way to proc this thing. Little unfortunate. This deck is built, like this particular Handlock list is really built to pull off that damage combo, so not being able to do it here is real sad. He can't run this in now because that will oh, well, now he can. Otherwise it can cause him to overdraw. Hey, Ross. Good, good. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. See a most recent follower of the channel while I was offline, so thanks for that. Welcome. Don't like anything here. Like, we're almost certainly getting flame striked, right? Down to 7 cards in his deck. I guess I want to force him to use it. Like, if I Hellfire, it hurts me so much more. And he might be able to clear the board with like a Blizzard in the off chance that he doesn't have the flame strikes. I think we just do this to empty our hand and then be patient. It's a really unfortunate turn, but you know, force him to use Alex or potentially try to push some burn here and we can get our heals after. Alright, finally going to get some value out of these otherwise useless guys. Hey Nolan, welcome back. How's it going? And I guess that's it as well. He's got everything into Flame Strike range. I don't think it was worth healing any of it out. Okay, so how do we do this? We've got 17, 22, 24, but he's going to get Ice Barrier procced. And I need to heal. And I'd like to kill Alex. Phone call? Alright, I'll wait. Yeah, this is tough, because if he flame strikes and then he hits face with Alex, big problem, which means we need to kill that. But this is 13, 15. Against 28, we need 13 damage, and I only see 12, unless we Hellfire. What a fucking dickhead. Alright, let's do this then. Yeah, and we need to heal. 4, okay. So I think we do that. No, I don't even think we do it. I think we just do this and wait. Could you risk the chance of discarding with both of these? Like, you can get one out, play them both. Yeah, you maybe hit it, but I don't know. Maybe that's our only way to win as well. Chances are he's got the other one anyway. Alright, back. Alright. But yeah, things are good. I don't know, just fired up the stream. About to lose our first game, I think. But can't say I'm that surprised in this matchup either. Yeah, don't think this is gonna matter.
Well played.
Guessing he had other ways to kill me anyway. Alright, not the greatest first game, but it's alright. I can't think, like I said, I don't know if I've ever even played that matchup, but I can't think it's a favorable one. Any kind of bursty burn deck tends to do very well. Anything that can't be stopped by taunts anyway tends to do very well against that deck. Any news on updating Classic at all? I haven't heard any, but to be honest, I don't like browse the Hearthstone subreddit or anything like that, so I kind of just figured if they did release anything, somebody would pop into the stream or tell me on Discord or whatever. But yeah, I'm kind of curious about it myself. I don't know when they would normally do their next expansion, but I have to think it's somewhat soon, right? Did the tournament thing happen yet? No, we had somebody duck out for it. I think I was planning on today contacting, because we still have 3 people who are interested and 1 who I just haven't heard back from. I wanted to give them priority, but you know, if I don't hear anything, I can't do anything about it. So I was thinking I was just gonna move it to a show match between 2 people instead. A little confused. I thought I had double Arcane Golem instead of Leroy. I'm quite confused. I was like surprised to see this in my hand.
So many possibilities.
I think I do Soulfire this thing. Not the worst card to lose there. What's your thought about this handlock for climbing? I think it's good. Like I said, I'm actually curious about this Leroy. I kind of want to dig back through Discord here, because I swear it's different than what we were running before. Maybe not. I actually am scrolling back. Huh. The original list has a Leroy. In any case, I think it's pretty good. I played, whether it was this same one or something very similar, I played it a little bit earlier in the season, and it did quite well for us. And I'm not a particularly experienced handlock player either. In fact, I would say I'm probably not very good, so I'm kind of like learning the deck. But I found it did good against all the big matchups. It's fine against you, fine against Druid, and Miracle Rogue. So, of course, we haven't played either or any of those today in either of these games, but yeah, I think it's viable. I think we could hit Legend with him. Also, hey Razador, welcome back. I do want to draw more. I want to also not die. Deny draw. There's so many things I want to do this turn.
So many possibilities.
I think. Oh, interesting. I really don't want to discard like any of this though. I think I'm actually gonna do this. Probably wait on this. We still got a few things that benefit from cards in the hand. Shaman can be very bursty, but I figure we're probably safe for one more turn before I have to throw up a taunt. At least one more turn, and maybe we get to taunt the Molten instead of like an Ancient Watcher as well. Whoa! What? Huh? Guy just wants to give us lethal? So strange. So strange. I'll take it. It seems very fun to play. You'll try it. Can I send a deck link? Yeah, give me 1 second here. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. I do want to see if I can find an updated version of the list. It just something feels wrong about that Leroy, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm crazy or what. Let's see, doing that. No, I mean that looks the same. This is the original list. Oh, fine. Huh. Weird. I don't know. Well, anyway, I think this is the list then. Paid actor, to be, for sure. Well, if he is a paid actor, he's not getting paid very well. I'll tell you that much. Oh, come on. Paste it, dude. There we go.
Gul'dan versus Valir.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Let's see. Against Miracle. I think that's right. Yeah, no problem. Enjoy the list. Enjoy the climb. Man, I still don't believe this. So much so that I'm going to go back to an old video. You might hear my voice echo for a second here. No, it had Leroy. Crazy. My memory just sucks. Well, it's not all that surprising. Okay. Right, yeah. No sap, please. Oh, this guy doesn't want to smack it with his face.
This guy's toast.
Probably a Hellfire turn. I feel like we need to get something out here. Your casual 400 cards to kill one. That's kind of
So many possibilities.
kind of Rogue's MO a little bit though, isn't it? Man, I really don't like this. So I think we just run out of Sun Fury, but I'm exploring the possibility of Leroy here. We got another Sun Fury for the Moltens, so it's not so bad. I think it does have to be.
Shields up.
I just kind of wanted to... I think if maybe we had more burst in hand, you could make an argument for that. I don't know. Yikes. This is tough though. You can't even get a Shadow Flame off. I think we have to do this. I'd really like to save that for Moltens, but I'm pretty sure if you don't have a taunt up, threatening 6 there, he's still got 1 of his, 2 Cold Bloods. Leroy, like, I think you are just dead. We might still be dead to, like, a sap, but... Okay, not technically dead, surprisingly. So it is kind of looking like we should have held on to this, unfortunately. Alright, so we've got 14, 16 damage. We're getting this out, though. Damn, yeah, I'm sure we are dead. I don't think there's anything we could tap into, is there? Yeah, I don't think so. I think you're just doing, Doing this is somehow praying is literally nothing. Yeah, Rogue's not a fun deck to play against, that's for sure.
This guy's toast.
Yeah, we could have not played the Sun Fury on the Drake though, which might have bought us another turn. Hard to say. There's still a lot of things that kill us, like right, Blade Flurry into that still kills us. Potentially the other Abyss, but looks like it might have been the better play.
Gul'dan versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! Your soul shall be mine!
Okay.
Well played.
Okay. Well, at least we know we got turn 1 right. Nothing that we want. It's a really, really tough matchup.
Death is coming!
Okay, interesting. I mean, I think we're just fine with it. We really just ran it out to make sure we didn't overdraw. Right, normally we tap there, but it's really all it denied us from. I think we will get out Sylvanas.
I have no time for games.
There's a few ways you can deal with this that's pretty effective, like Whirlwind and hit or something like that. But everything he does is like not really ideal. Right, even a Taskmaster, we get to grab it. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, we'll still tap. Okay, good. Something. Now I'm guessing this gets shield slammed. At this point he's gotta have some kind of removal like that. I think we do tap. Get out the Watcher. So we got another shield slam, a couple executes, and we'll have to think about Brawl. Very, very interesting. Oh, this is so perfect. This is so perfect. The only question is, do we want Reg, or do we want another Mountain Giant?
So many possibilities.
I think for sure you want the Reg. You don't take the gamble. You can't tap. It's just really nice to get that armor away. Like, I would actually prefer a mountain giant that has targetable attacks, but you know, he's got to do that and armor up to be able to kill with shield slam. Ah, oh, Jesus Christ. Hit our face, please. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay.
So many possibilities.
I want to like squelch myself. I hate when he says that. See, I don't want to heal because we just get into like Alex territory. Okay, it's gonna look a little bit weird. We're gonna do that. We're gonna tap. Okay. I think that that's actually better than Soulfire here. We still got another Drake, another Mountain Giant, and the 2 Moltens. So I just want to like remove his big threats for now. That's interesting. I'm taking note of that. That's not a very typical play. I played a lot of Warrior. It's not typical at all. Swinging face with the weapon is okay. But generally speaking, in this kind of long matchup, that's Alex health. But he is running like a weird deck, right? He's got at least the 1 Doomsayer and a Faceless. So it's not like a real typical list, which means there's a possibility that he's actually cut to something like Alex. I'd be surprised. If we go to 14, we should still be safe. Taskmaster Grom, it's only 13. This will be 16, 22, 26, 28 with that. It's not looking at immediate lethal, but we've got ways to heal. We got taunts to throw up. I think we actually Mortal Coil to get rid of the bubble. The draw is not like crazy important there. Just chill. This is kind of where I'm expecting a brawl. Alright, looks like he doesn't have the other execute. Or did he use them both? I actually can't remember now. Do wish this guy would shut up though, so let's squelch him. I'm guessing he only runs 1 brawl. I'm guessing.
So many possibilities.
We'll take the risk. I think it's a pretty small risk. Fuck, man. Ah, please, Mountain Giant, win it again. God damn it. Okay. well. I know he doesn't run 3 brawls. Obviously we're doing this. Is there any way that we can lose to like a silence? No, right? A weapon, another war axe. No, I think it's always going to be right to do that. So we still got the Arcane Golem, right? With 1 power overwhelming? No, we ran the Arcane Golem into his rag. So we just got a power overwhelming. So that's 12, 15, I don't know. We've got like an awkward amount of bursts. We got like discard and damage to ourselves. Kind of ugly shit. Is it actually right to hit that? He goes up to 5 armor, you're down to 7. I think he still has 1 shield slam, which means it's not right to do that. I think it's correct to take away his armor. I don't think we want to draw here. He swings, he hits, he's got 13. I think it's fine to hit there though. He might have 1 more shield block, I'm actually not sure. But we should be able to spam the board in any case. Yeah, I think it's going to be better to do this. Should be good. I hope the climb's going good. Been watching some Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. Yeah, climb's been okay. I mean, we haven't really been trying to climb until today. What are we, 50-50? 1-1, something like that. I think this game's looking alright, so. Okay, hold on. 8, 10, 12, 16. Yeah. We good.
I got this.
But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's cool. Never did get into Yu-Gi-Oh! But I always kind of wanted to. I always, well, maybe we were 1 and 2. No, I actually don't remember. Anyway, at least 50-50 now. But yeah, I never got into it. That's neat. My deck is no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain the unstoppable Exodia. It's true, the memes are very strong with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I kind of need the heart of the cards. Anything to give me a bit of an upper hand, I'll take.
Let the games begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Again, we're going to keep this in the case that it's another freeze mage. I mean, it worked out for us the last time, except that we got dumpstered and lost anyway, but at least the Iron Beak hold was good. But it looks like we're dealing with tempo. which is probably better for us, I gotta think.
Put this apple on your head.
I think we're just gonna Hellfire next turn anyway. Kieran Tor or something? Oh, Water Nelly. 3, 6, 8. See, if we had Moltons, I'd be more willing to run minions out. If we run out a Mountain Giant and it gets polymorphed, we're dead. Or if you like Fireball runs in something else. Yeah, I think we're in trouble. I think we do want to Hellfire still. Now, the only real saving grace here, I think, is like he doesn't know if we've got Moltons or not. So he might not try to burst us down too quick. But it's pretty awkward. Like we might need to do something real goofy, like run these two out, and then the following turn do like a Mountain Giant Sun Fury, or yeah. Not sure, because like 2 fireballs, no heal in hand. We could be dead pretty quick.
I'll be just like you.
Yeah, see this kind of shit. It's what we don't like. Because 1 fireball here, we're actually dead, right? Because it's 3 mana and then hero powers. Fucking hell. This is not our day. But it's possible he's just trying to win from minions as well.
So many.
I don't think it's right to do both Sun Furies. But let's see if he pings. I mean, God, that only saves us from 1. We might have to just do both Sun Furies. Right, because he'll just shoot the owl. Oh my lord. At least we can maybe Argus something. Oof. Yeah, that's just... Alright. Yeah, not our day. Do you think it's possible to build a control warrior more cheap, but that's still effective? I mean, I'm sure it's possible to build something that's like somewhat viable. I guess it would depend like exactly how cheap. I think you would need at least Shield Slam, which, you know, it's like 2 epics. Still decently expensive. It'd be pretty tough not to have Grom. But you could probably like cut Gorehowl. You don't necessarily need like the Cairn or Sylvanas or whatever you're kind of running at that spot. You can maybe even get away with no Alex. If you went down that route, I think the best kind of follow-up is probably to make it a little bit more defensive. So like Control Warrior does really well in control matchups. I think you just gear it a little bit more to be like anti-aggro. So run a couple Senjins, run a couple Sunwalkers, and yeah, just try to get most of your wins from that, and then be like kind of okay against the control matchups. That would be my thinking without actually like putting the list together. How's the Handlock going? Cut Arcane Golem for 2nd Hellfire when going for Legend. It's been okay today. We got a freeze mage and a tempo mage that just absolutely dumpstered us to kick things off here, so not the greatest. Interesting. But I don't think it's a fault of the list at all. Don't know if it'd be worth silencing that. It feels really good though. I think I will. Yeah, I haven't been facing much zoo, surprisingly. Like in previous seasons, it's so much zoo. It's just zoo everywhere. And I can see the other Hellfire being really good, but yeah, we've got what, couple warriors. Yeah, like I said, mages. Kind of weird stuff. I guess I'll get Sylvanas out here. So if I get out the Ancient Watcher, I can't even tap with it. Yeah, there was a ton of zoo before. It was seriously like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like close to 50% of all my games. There's a ton of zoo at the beginning of the season, but it died off. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I've felt. I think this whole season though has felt a little bit different than previous ones, and I say that as a good thing. I think we do get out the Ancient Watcher. Yeah. I thought about Hellfire there. That was the other call. Knocks down some armor, kills that. But I don't know. We got 2 Arguses in hand. If we pick up something else, might actually end up putting this thing to use too. Yeah, again, can't even tap.
I have no time for games.
Alright, we do get into weird territory here. We can run that in and we can Shadow Flame. It's just a nice board clear. Don't hate that. We can Faceless. So we Faceless. No. I don't think there's anything good. Like, you could do something really tricky. You know, Faceless, Power Overwhelming, all that kind of stuff. If we Shadow Flame and we tap.
Into the breach.
Let's see. I'm not sure if I want to tap or not. I'm trying to gauge how comfortable I'd be running this out. Not very. Just don't really see a lot of benefit to it. If he was like at a bit lower armor, maybe. Where's that Sylvanas? I want it back. Trying to think what the chances are that we just die. We can Faceless or we can Molten, and we can taunt it up. Probably just Molten. If you blast it, 8, 11. Yeah, he could like shield slam and
Almost out of time.
it's really not great. He could shield slam and Grom and just win. But he could also just Taskmaster Grom.
My shield for Argus.
Right, if you Shadow Flame that, you clear it. Taskmaster Grom kills us with the axe, which a lot of times is what you're setting up for.
I can wait no longer.
Yeah, we're dead anyway to that. Not sure if we could have played around both. Right, because you can like Leroy run something in. Yeah, I just didn't see a way out of it there. Alright, I take it back. Today's just not a good ladder day. Drew badly, didn't have the threats. That's what it felt like anyway.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Oh, maybe this is our
Am I am your knight.
zoo here. Alright, I remember Mountain Giant not being great, Drake being okay. There's a couple much better cards. But that being said, I've been facing more Handlock recently that it almost makes me want to consider it for Mulligan. I don't know. I feel like as soon as you do that, though, that's the ultimate zoo trick. Hard Mulligan for Hellfire Molten. Yeah, I remember you saying that. I haven't minded the Drakes, but yeah, when I tried to keep a Mountain Giants, it was not good. Very, very ugly. Anything? Hello.
Put this apple on your head.
Okay. Have to see how we want to do this. I guess it's gonna depend on our draw. Honestly, not even the worst thing. We got 8 damage plus whatever he's got here. You got knives, soul fires. Let's see, 6, 8, yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna go with. I think we're gonna double Mortal Coil. There we go. Get out the Watcher. That way we've got a Shadow Flame target, and then now he's kind of set up in a position where if he just pushes damage, thankfully we drew this, he gets us into that Molten range. So maybe we just get a free Molten and still a question though as to whether we want to Shadow Flame or Argus here. Let me think this through. If we Shadow Flame, we leave 4 damage on the board. You can't silence with it. Yeah, you just can't do that. You can't leave that much damage, so you have to taunt. So, do we Iron Beak this? and taunt, or do we Argus and taunt?
I wonder.
Oh, we're doing this. Four, 6, 8. This actually feels better. I feel like we're not gonna have another real obvious target for this. I mean, he's just got enough to get through this now. And then we still end up with the 2-1 on board.
To Northrend!
Okay. 1, 2, 3. So you can't even get through everything this turn. This might mean... Oh, we should just be able to hit here. Unless he soul fires something. Okay. A little tougher. One soulfire down. If you run out an Argent, I gotta think this is where we get something onto the board. I feel like it's better, and I don't think we tap.
So many
Because I don't want to get hit with a Doom Guard, so I think we'll do this. This. Is the one thing I didn't want to discard. Yikes. I feel like if we had that Argus for next turn, we'd be doing just fine here. This, on the other hand. Like, it's actually a good faceless target, but I also want to heal.
eyes are open.
4, 8, 11, 15. If we could hit a power overwhelming. God, what a weird deck. You obviously don't tap.
So many possibilities.
You're running one of those out. Would have tapped both those last two turns, but tapping a Molten. I guess we could have tapped in a Molten. That's true. I mean, at that point, maybe it made more sense to tap just because we were already dead to the second Soulfire. That's a good point. But yeah, I mean, if we would have tapped the previous turns, not that I was playing around a Hellfire by any means, but yeah, I don't know. It would have been strange. Shadow Flame better than the taunt on the Molten turn. Shadow Flame better than the taunt. My memory is not good enough to go back to that turn. Yeah, I'd have to see that board again.
Shall be mine.
Okay. No, it's all good. You can, by all means, suggest whatnot. I never have a problem with people, okay, we got a different zoo list here. Yeah, never have a problem with people, whatever, saying what they do, or, you know, asking if there's like a reason you didn't do this or that or whatever. The only thing I'll ever, get annoyed by I think that's fine. Ooh. What could I discard here? There's a lot that I like, but I really want to soulfire this. I think I'm... Oh, God. No, I'm not going to. It just feels too risky. Yeah, the only thing that drives me crazy is that... sometimes people will, like, emphatically state that something is correct or not correct, or, like, I don't know. Like, only somebody who's crazy would not do that. That stuff drives me nuts. Because there's so much, like, this is tough. There's so much that's, up for debate. I really want to Farseer and Soulfire here, but I should have just Soulfired last turn if I'm going to do that. Try and do the math here, because if I hit that and I get the Farseer out and he's threatening 5, it's so good for the giant. He's got 7, 8. That's just not bad. No, I just shouldn't Soulfire. Then I'll let him hit you to Molten Rage and Shadow Flame. Yeah, you could either do that, or even because we've got the coin, right, we've even got the potential of doing it in a couple turns, sort of depending on what he ended up doing here. I think that has to be the line here, right? Nothing else for Shadow Flaming, so you'd have to Soulfire, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't do that. Yeah, it has to be.
So many possibilities.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Okay, finally a taunt giver. We take 4 damage off the board if we hit there, which means we don't die to a Doom Guard. The other option is you could coin the Ancient Watcher and the Argus. I'm looking at Mountain Giant Soulfire, but the other option, yeah, you can Ancient Watcher, coin the Argus in Soulfire. I don't hate either. Removes some of your kill potential. But what do we actually die to there? 3 damage on board. I feel like you should take the risk and do this. That's actually fine. So if we can get these out without dropping to like 4 or below, we're feeling pretty good. In fact, I would probably just Faceless, honestly. Okay, well, I feel like when that happens, That means he did something right, at least. Boy, only 3 wins today. Ooh. I think that means we're like 3 and 5 or something.
Gul'dan versus Magni.
For Cosmodan! Your soul shall be mine!
Okay. Sorry, looking at something on the other monitor. Yeah, I think you always risk the giant there. Coin Watcher argues is too weak, not a winning play. Just playing a not to lose. Yeah, which, I mean, in that matchup, sometimes I feel like you have to do it just if you get some efficient trades and stuff there. Like after you've wiped their board or something, but I certainly don't think it was right there.
So many choices.
Still rank flirt stream or some climbing? Well, it hasn't been a good stream today for climbing. We started at rank 5, 3 stars, I think. We're down to like 1 star, so yeah, wouldn't say we're doing a ton of climbing today. What have we played? It's been like an hour. I think we played 8 games in. I think we're 3 and 5, so.
Maybe... No. Let the pain
Alright.
to me.
Sometimes wonder about this. So I don't know if this is correct, but I'm gonna do it. I actually want to run out the Drake because I want to kill this thing. So like the 8 damage here isn't as big of a deal, and if he's gonna like execute it, I'd rather he executes this than the Mountain Giant. And like there's a lot of strong weak matchups, so you have crappy or good win rates purely based on matchup rules. Yeah, I mean we faced a couple mages earlier that just like steamrolled us, so we haven't had great matchups here today. Kagi says that's not really true. Well, it worked out there. Well, I say it worked out. He could also just hero power shield slam us here. It also could still not be the optimal play. But who knows? Oh, about the matchups, I see. Oh, it did just end up getting blasted down.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay. He's really running these things out early. I guess we'll tap first. Maybe we do Hellfire here. I wanted to get out the Watcher to silence. We were in like this, almost this exact spot the last time. I'm not really sure it taught us anything, but I don't know. Feeling that this time anyway. Now do we Faceless and Silence? I feel like Karen is very good for us. It's one of the better silence targets here. It's either that or Sylvanas, and I guess they're potentially running both. Weak against almost all aggro decks, good against Miracle Rogue, Druid, Control. I don't know if it's weak against like all aggro decks. I feel like it's the like the burn ones, right? So Hunter's very good at dealing damage through taunts. Mage is very good at dealing damage through taunts. But I don't know, even something like Shaman that often needs like Doomhammer, Rock Bite or something like that, like alongside its spells. I think it's okay against those. But I also haven't really played enough Handlock that I can be an authority on it. Which is probably the best Mortal Coil chance we're gonna get. Really only Hunter and Paladin. Interesting, Paladin. I guess the quality is very good, but I'm actually surprised Paladin. Well, and Divine Favor refills their hand. Interesting. It's another matchup I'm not even sure I've ever played.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Oh, BGH. Sure, what we're gonna play here. Okay, I think it is the Sun Fury then.
Shields up.
I think Handlock isn't good versus Druid. I mean, I don't know, man. Akagi's played a lot of Handlock at a pretty high level.
That's not right.
Yeah, at least this guy's not thrilled about it. Okay, how much? We don't have a Faceless because I already used one. How much burst do we actually have? We got 6, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26. Assuming discards and shit go well. So we're gonna do this. I really like the other Faceless. I'm trying to think how we could lose. If we do this and we Earth and Ring. Oh, a Sylvanas.
I got this.
Okay, I think this is fine. If we do that, we get 4, 8, 12, 24, potentially 28, 32. God, which still isn't lethal.
Armor Made to fit.
Back to work.
Yuck. Because now we're into... Oh, this shit just melts my brain. Using the Taskmaster. If he's got a Taskmaster Grom, we're still dead if we leave anything up. So we need to heal and clear. I just really don't want a Soulfire. But if I tap, then we're right back to that range. No taunt activators.
So many possibilities.
This is where I never know, like, the highest percentage play. I feel like, though,
I got this.
I'm just gonna go with my gut. Okay, I feel like that's fine. 6, 10, 14, 40, 12, 24, 27, 30, 32. I feel like if I run out Sylvanas, we're gonna get brawled. So for me, man, gotta be up early tomorrow. Well, thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate seeing new faces come by. Okay. Here's the next. So we can silence and kill it. We can Sylvanas, power overwhelming, steal it at the end of the turn.
I wonder.
You go back into that brawlable board state. And it eliminates burst. But if you do that, and you run these two in and plop down to Sylvanas, I think it's a better board state, right? Fuck, I don't know. You still probably brawl that. I don't know, but Brawl does buy some more time. Dealing the damage here is good. Alright, it does ruin some burst potential.
I got
I feel like this is alright. There's no point holding on to all this stuff if the combo can't kill him anyway. So.
Armor. Made to fit.
Okay, now that's interesting. That suddenly opens up tap opportunities. Three, 7 cards. Not that we're desperate to tap, but I think no matter what, we're playing something, we're argusing, and I think we're sending this to face. Could be an Ancient Watcher, it could be something better. Okay, well that's also interesting. No, I feel like it's still...
My shield for Argus.
The problem is if you gore house, and I still think it's worth it.
Almost out of time. Back to work.
Okay, so that's a second Taskmaster out. And we don't have a good way to use Mortal Coil here. Now this is no better than Leroy now that we've used one Power Overwhelming. So I think we're probably... Oh, interesting. Well, I think that's probably the play then. He's gonna get armor back, unfortunately, but... 4 cards in our deck. It's 20 damage with the Faceless. I hope I'm not stupid and there actually is another Faceless. Wow! That's cool. Just trying to think how many turns this game is gonna go. I really want another card. But I feel like it's gonna end up biting us in the ass. He's already brawled. Don't want him to be able to kill that. It's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Almost out of time.
Shield up.
The breach.
This is 6, potentially 8, still up to 20. But we're gonna need a few turns of just smacking him, so I want this behind taunts. $26. Okay, so he doesn't. If he can't, shield slams and executes. No, I can't remember what he's got.
So many possibilities.
I feel like he has another shield slam. Now we don't, if we leave this on the board, we don't actually necessarily lose. I think we want the draw from Mortal Coil here. Hit, hit. Hit.
I got this.
Okay, we need this dead one way or another. Great.
My shield for Argon.
$5.25. Still leaves 2. Good. Ooh. Whoa. Jesus, that game did a number on my brain. Feels good to win one like that, though.
Gul'dan versus Morgul.
The long ones always feel the worst to lose. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're the other guy in that situation, it's just so painful. You play for, like, whatever it ends up being, 20 minutes or something, and, yeah, and end up dropping in rank. I don't know if you should keep a Shadow Flame this, because we only run the one Hellfire, but I feel like board clears are good in this matchup. I really don't know. Then again, I feel like Drakes and Mountain Giants are easier to pull off. Yeah, maybe you just do this. I still got 3 board clears to draw into. It's also hard to tell. You don't know what type of shaman he is, but I always assume if he's a Murloc guy that he's an aggro shaman.
The light protects me.
Alright, well. Okay, that's actually a good draw. We just really have to hope he doesn't have Earth Shock. The problem is that's exactly what you would keep if you run it. Flame Tongue coming down. Yeah, I guess we dodged it. Now, I'm much more worried about the Earth Shock. I can't remember the last time I slapped down a Twilight Drake against a Shaman that didn't get Earth Shocked. Yeah, there it is. Like, gets it in his starting hand, no way he's getting rid of that. Okay, so he's threatening 5. I guess after this we can like watch or Shadow Flame in the same turn. It's a bit tough against these Divine Shields though. That's the only argument I can see to get it out earlier. You get that out and the next turn you can Shadow Flame like double Mortal Coil. But I feel like it's too slow to just run that out and like tap or something. But maybe it's better. Argent's Guardian Earth Ring, Identity Crisis going on here. Yeah, I thought it was a very aggressive list, and like I'm sort of not sure that it is now. I think it might just be, and I don't mind when decks do this, especially Shaman. I think it might be like a more mid-range or control-y thing, but because Squires pair well with Flame Tongue, it's like a solid 1-drop that has synergy with Flame Tongue. You just run it for early board control. I don't know, I just think this card is so good. Like, you could put it into like 90% of decks and it's not that bad. So yeah, I think this is telling us more about the type of deck than this is. But who knows, this could be where we get like, you know, double lava bursted arcane golem, all that kind of shit. Never, no. Really good with Argus too. Yeah, that's true. That's true too. It is a pretty solid Argus target. Okay, well, I guess we're Shadow Flaming the Drake then, right? You hit, you Shadow Flame, you double Mortal Coil. That's pretty nice. What if this guy's running Bloodlust, right? Everyone runs that. I think it is worth it. I think the draw for us here is just like so good. Because we can get into another Shadow Flame or into our Hellfire as well. More taunt activators maybe. Very nice. Sticky Minions are good and bad with Flame Tongue. They stick around on the board, but they don't die to shift over to the next minion. That's an interesting point. I guess I never really considered that. I feel like in general you're happy if things don't die, but Yeah, you're not wrong that you can get some pretty good use out of like totems by doing that. So I'm not sure what to do here. I do feel like a silence is good, but I'm also like thinking this might be the kind of deck that runs like a Karen. But am I really going to hold on to an Iron Beak for that long? Probably not. I don't think I have to watch her.
So many possibilities.
Yeah. Okay, I think I like this line then. I think we'll silence this thing and heal. Because I don't think he was going to get us into like a nice Molten Giant range anyway. So I'd rather just build like a bit of board presence, dig a little bit deeper for taunt activators, combo pieces. Doom Hammer double rock time? Well, let's hope not. That's the thing with Shaman though, it's able to do stuff like that. Like I feel like Shaman and Druid are two classes where there's just like so many good cards, and it's just like which ones are you running? Because I've seen people run like Argent Squires and Ancients of War in the same deck, and I'm like, what? I would expect more like Harvest Golems and stuff, but you can do it and not get punished. I think it's a similar turn to last turn. Like obviously you run some risk of dying, but I feel like this is okay. I didn't realize how much damage we had until just now. Alright, that's 4, 8, 12, 24, 28. We literally just need to, like, tap his face. Which means maybe it was, I don't know. You run out of stick your thing, but yeah, it's a hex target. You run that out, you might live longer. Okay. Is there any way you tap into lethal? I know. No.
So many possibilities.
Boy. I think you actually might. I don't know. Molten Shadow Flame doesn't feel good. See, if I had a taunt activator, I'd feel so much better. But even if you tap into an Argus, it's not very good. Okay, I don't know that this is correct. Oh my god, interesting. We could do 28 damage right away and try to follow it up after, or we do this with a board clear and then that. I think that's probably the way you would do it. You do that, you heal up. Could have given it Power Overwhelming instead of the Giant. Yeah, the thing is I'm trying to... That's what I mean. It's very... very difficult. I feel like I'm trying to just kill him with the faceless combo.
So many possibilities.
Like if we do this and we do that. Oh god, but you can't even earth then. If you, because you can use one faceless. If you faceless and Argus, is that better? I just really don't know. I really don't know.
So many possibilities.
It's really risky, but I kind of feel like if I don't do something soon, I'm just gonna die anyway. Like obviously one more silence and we're just dead. Fuck. Because the other option, well, there's a few other options. You toss up a couple taunts like Faceless, the Fire Elemental, drop an Argus, it buys you another turn, but the whole thing is you just need to deal like, was it 2 points of damage to him? If you can deal 2 points of damage, you can pull off the combo. I don't know if just surviving there was good enough. Crap, I think this is the tempo guy we faced earlier. We died on like turn 5 or something. Okay. I guess we'll tap here. Ooh, maybe I'm getting it mixed up. Maybe this is the Freeze Mage. And then I should have kept the, what do you call it? The Owl. Freeze Mage matchups hard to analyze. Surprisingly won almost all your Freeze Mage matchups, but it feels unfavored. Yeah, I have a, I have a really tough time. Yeah, this must be the Freeze Mage guy. Unless he switched decks, which I suppose is possible too. Okay, well, we just gotta get stuff out of our hand. Like, these don't really do anything in the matchup anyway. At best, they're like a Shadow Flame target. Because I'd rather save this for the Doomsays. Mostly one with Silence on Frozen Giants to punch for 8. That's interesting. Ragnarok's also a killer against Freeze Mage. I've seen some Handlock lists that run it. Now, I don't know if that's like that's just random people that have played on ladder. I don't know if that's common at all. Or if that's like optimal or anything. Like, sure, I guess we'll just do this.
My shield for Argus. Let the pain speak to me.
Rag over Alex or Draxus. That's what some people seem to favor. I don't like this. God, none of this is useful. I don't think it's worth silencing that. I still think it's worth saving both for Doomsayers. Wonder if I should have Hellfired on a previous turn and then Argus here. Because I want to save the Earthen for after Alex.
Shields up.
I really don't know how to play this matchup. There's already way too much heavy stuff in Handlock, and your bad matchups are aggro. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't feel like I'm missing Ragnaros. Like, just looking at this list alone, doesn't feel like I would want it. Jesus. I mean, I'm really just drawing here with these plays, so I'm actually fine doing that.
I got this.
Right, like I know if you're actually going for a more efficient board clear, you can Shadow Flame first, but we need a card out of our hand. I just want to build up combo pieces and get big threats, but all of our big threats are in the bottom half of our deck. Well, you're not even playing traditional Handlock, it's more combo lock plus Giants and Twilights. Yeah, it is. It's way more, that's exactly right, way more combo oriented. Jesus, I think we're honestly doing this too. You know what? I actually think you tap and then feel free to coin. Yeah, just to not discard shit. I just don't see how this is winnable without Moltens or Twilights or anything. I mean, geez, if I would have remembered correctly. Oh, are we just dead here? We just might be. Could have played the Earthen, I guess, but I mean, it's not like a Magus. You just die right after anyway. Yeah, Giant of Force pretty much mandatory to win. Cypher's also really good. Yeah, I mean, however we did that, we certainly needed more early threats than that. Whether it was Giants or whatever, but it's too bad too, because yeah, like I was just about to say, if assuming that was actually the Freeze Mage from before, and I just remember the names wrong, I would have actually kept the Molten, but we threw it back in the Mulligan phase, so sort of on us. But yeah, I guess thinking we were playing tempo, that looked like the right move. See if it can find us somebody to play. Anybody? Not a mage, preferably. I gotta just re-queue. I don't know if it actually makes a difference, but psychologically it does.
versus Malfurion.
Okay,
Feel the
Druid.
power of the wild world. Your souls shall be mine.
I don't think we want any of that. Sylvanas is actually nice in the matchup, but I could just draw into it later. Don't like climb with Handlock. One session went 8-0, one is 3 and 4. Evil Last to Miracle. Yeah, I don't know. Every other time we played Handlock, which is 2 or 3 other times, I think we did well. We came out with a positive win rate, and I was kind of surprised. I was pretty pleasantly surprised because, yeah, I was never a big Handlock player before, but at that time we were also facing,
My eyes.
yeah, like a much different looking meta, I think. But yeah, based on the matchups we've had today, it just hasn't been great. So I don't know. Maybe it's not what we end up climbing with this season. Again, I like to mix it up. I'd like to do something different, but
I must safeguard the land.
okay, awesome. But yeah, I might just end up going back to the old classics. Wonder if people notice how much I hover over the deck to see how many cards are there, how many cards are in my hand. It's like the same feeling you have when you're playing like a first-person shooter. You have like a gun that is a magazine with like 60 bullets, but you reload after 3 bullets. That's how I feel. It's like I know how many cards are in my hand, but I just feel the need to read it like 7 times. Yeah, exactly. Reload at 99 out of 100. It's just, I don't know, it's a compulsion. And I'll do it like right in front of people who are shooting at me too. It's not like I'll run around a corner and do it. I just feel the need to press the reload button.
Truth is my shield.
Huh. Okay. I feel like this is tough. Or Magic the Gathering players in tournaments that shuffle their hands like maniacs. Yes, it's exactly like that. Or poker players, right, that do all the like chip tricks, that kind of stuff. Meshing them together. Feel like I need to taunt up here.
So many possibilities.
I'm considering a Mortal Coil on this as well. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at. I really wish I could do a Shadow Flame on a beefed up Argus. Just trying to see if there's any like reason to faceless this, but I don't see it. I think this is fine.
My shield for Argus.
Actually, I think it sucks, but I think that's just what we do. What to do is right. How about just get me down to 10? Just like swipe my face. Or just leave the board. Something real dumb, please.
It's for no one.
Okay. It's very telling, actually, doing the 1 damage versus 3. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know if he's got a swipe. So at first it kind of seems like then he's really focused on digging other combo pieces, not so worried about clearing the board, but no, turns out he can just do it anyway. There's no nice way to deal with this. Alright, 9 cards. Obviously we're dead to like innervate stuff. If we just Savage Roars, it's 9, so whatever. Boy, just would love to have 1 more mana, you know? Alright, well, let's just not die. The moment when you open a pack with a golden loot hoarder, it's basically the same as opening a legendary. Yeah, because you can stick it in like every single deck. Yeah, I think Double Giant is the play. It's, you know, nice if you can do something that that guarantees you don't die, but especially playing this deck against against Druid, it just feels like, you know, sometimes it do be that way. Question mark? Okay, I feel like we're good now with that play. I was questioning that whole time, like, do we Shadow Flame to clear them both? Yeah, I think we do, probably. We don't have lethal, right? No power overwhelming or anything. But can't do that. So 8, 16, right? 22. So I think it's just Drake. Yeah, really trying to think. I think it's just Drake and Argus. Kill this thing off just so it doesn't get huge with the Savage Roar. And next turn you've got at least 12 bursts from hand.
I must safeguard that.
See, it's not so bad because he can't hero power. He's got a Wrath or Swipe. So 11 plus 12 is still good, even if he hero powers. Oh, no taunt though.
Where shall I start?
Dang. I mean, we can silence the taunt, but that's not gonna help us. No, I think it's just honestly, it's probably fine even if you don't Shadow Flame there, but I don't know, if you like double Savage Roars or something like that.
My eyes are open.
Yeah, we're good.
I can see.
Perfect. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna end on that one. That was not the push to legend that I was hoping for. I think we'll be back tomorrow with more of attempting to climb to legend. I'm not sure what we'll go with. I think there's a decent chance we just pivot back to like Hunter, which we did very well with last season, but we'll see. As always, I kind of just like to feel it out the day of the stream, figure it out. But yeah. Otherwise, thanks for watching on Twitch or YouTube. Have a good night, and yeah, hopefully see you guys back tomorrow.